Hello everybody, and welcome to a chilly and windy Angeles Forest New Year's Day 2021. Here it is, my first car review of 2021, and it's an interesting one. The BMW Alpina XB7. Now, three-row SUVs, wah wah, ones with giant front teeth, wah wah. But Alpina is very interesting. It's like the remnants of an 80s tuner still kicking around in partnership with BMW. I mean, it's strange that BMW has their M division and an Alpina division, two in-house tuning companies. I think that is a reflection of the fact that they have so many models that not all of them deserve the M treatment, but some might deserve the Alpina treatment, which in modern times means fast, speed, but not really any racetrack aspirations. Pretty much just Autobahn speed. A company with big fatty air dams, throwback graphics, and thin-spoked wheels. The XB7 is based on the X7, and I'm sorry to say I haven't driven a regular X7, so my comparisons with the base vehicle will be limited, but an extra $28,000 over the 550 version gets you to an XB7. You get a 4.4-liter V8, 8-speed automatic gearbox with all-wheel drive, 612 horsepower, and 590 pounds of torque, moving it 5,950 pounds. 0 to 60 in 3.6, quarter mile in 12.1 with a top speed of 180 miles an hour. Woo! You get bigger turbos, better cooling, a better exhaust, standard 21-inch wheels. This one's got the optional 23s. Inside, the only real differences are your steering wheel and some badging, but technologically, you get a lot in the chassis. You get anti-roll control, you get rear steer, you get a bunch of things. So let's see how it drives on the hill. Folks, it is completely understandable that men can be skeptical about skincare. After all, how much better can the custom stuff be than what you can just buy at the drugstore? Turns out, a lot, because Geology has a regimen for you. They have a regimen for me, they have a regimen for you, regimen for them, regimen for Zach, and they're all different because the way Geology works is you fill out an easy online questionnaire about your skin and your body. Then they send you products that are tailored specifically for that type of situation, whether your skin is dry, oily, flaky, damaged, or just standard skin. It's as simple as can be and formulated for everyday use. Orange means morning. Blue means night. So for me, in the morning, I've got my everyday face wash and my cream, and then at night, face cream, eye cream. It's that easy. It's written on there, it's color-coded, even an idiot like me can't mess it up. Here's all you gotta do, hit the link in the description and enter code TIRE30. That'll get you 30% off. That's TIRE30, get you 30% off your total trial box from Geology. Woo! Immediately, you're like, hang on, wait a minute. This thing super scoots. The torque band is 1,000,000 miles wide, and you don't need to rev the engine anywhere near the red line to make use of really all of it. Uh, 5,950 pounds, of course, is very heavy, but considering the size of the vehicle, not as heavy as you might think. Oh, wow. 285 front tires, 325-inch section, 23-inch rears, with the optional 23-inch multi-spoke wheels. It's early in the morning. It's New Year's Day, guys. Sorry, I'm a little blubbery today. Flubbery. But the wheels are only $2,600, which is a very good value in Alpina wheels land. I mean, it's rolling, right? It's rolling, it's moving. It's not overly harsh. And I see this as being a good thing. Oh, that's traction control kicking in. I see it as being a good thing. As I was driving this around the city this past week, I've noticed that the purveying sensation of this car is not sports car, but actually trophy truck. And I don't mean that in terms of off-road capability. I mean that in terms of how the body moves. It's got a lot of body roll. It's got a lot of pitch and dive. It's got a lot of suspension travel. It has an air suspension which can raise and lower a few inches. In sport mode or sport plus, it goes down about 1.5 inches. It also will automatically lower above a certain speed, but around town in comfort mode, we have a normal suspension height that allows the body to move very well. And it kind of keeps me reminded that this thing is actually platform shared with the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. It gets pretty close to Rolls-Royce ride quality in the city. Having said that, if it didn't have 23-inch wheels and instead had like 19s or something, it could be even better. You can tell they went for the Rolls, but they needed those big rims. Sounds good. So that might be one of the better sounding versions of this 4.4 liter engine. Brakes are bigger than the regular X7, though there's an optional drilled and vented rotor that this doesn't have. So you can actually get upgraded brake hardware. We don't have it here. And the brakes are okay. What is very impressive is the speed that the gearbox shifts at. That is very, very good. Oh, those two Porsches just made a little pass on the double yellow there. That was a little sketchy. Does this guy want to pull off though, and maybe give the boy a chance to go by, or no? Anyway, as we're going slow, I could talk about all the technology. We've got heated and cooled massage seats. We've got powered captain's chairs in the back. Those are optional, and they're only $850. In fact, something I noticed in going through the spec sheet of this car, actually as a trend, the options aren't that much. $2,500 for the wheels. For those Alpina wheels, that's not bad. The exhaust is only a little bit, sport exhaust. The captain's chairs being under $1,000, that's really impressive. The Bowers and Wilkins stereo is a lot. That's up there. That's deep in the four figures. But I was almost expecting like a Porsche scenario where it would be like 147,000 base, and then there's another 60K in options. But it was really only like 12, which at this level, I think you get really quite a lot for your money. Something else this thing has that's really, really interesting are sort of these moods, these sort of emotional states to help you get through your day. And I'm going to tell you about those right out on the other side of this tunnel. Let's see, how does the XB7 do in the tunnel? 2,000 RPM, fourth gear. Here we go. Oh, that actually was a very pleasant tone. Not overwhelming with the volume, but a very pleasant tone. The transmission's doing a really good job of choosing its own gears. This is the first vehicle in a very, very long time where I've not even really attempted to select the gears myself. And the reason I haven't is because this steering wheel has some very dumb buttons on it. This steering wheel has capacitive touch buttons to shift with, and they actually aren't really working. Well, I'll leave it in auto. Auto's better in this thing. What I'm really liking is the speed that the gearbox selects the next gear and how seamless it actually is, both on the way up and the way down. It doesn't jar the car either way. For 5,900 pounds and 3 rows, the handling of this is awful good. The steering doesn't feel like anything, but that's okay. I don't need you to artificially weight the steering in my 3-row SUV. Good Lord. Very fast, and for one stop anyway, the brakes are very good. If you did that a few times, you'd get them real hot. Rear steer, tightening that turning radius pretty well. So, let's go to the highway real quick, and I'll tell you about the different experience options. The BMW X7, and I don't know if this is just Alpina, I doubt it, but has things called caring car. And the caring car can either wake you up or mellow you out, depending on what you're feeling. So let's say I'm driving home and I'm tired. I want some energy. So I'm going to select the Vitalize program. Now, you hear this music? That's part of the Vitalize program. The sunroof is opening. My cooled seat has come on. It's made my side was set to 68. It's now at 64. And if you pay attention to the little fan, the fan thing here, it'll go up and down on its own and blast me with waves, pulsing waves of cold air. And so it's like a 3-minute program. It does all this stuff. We'll end the program, and now we'll go to the relax program. All right, I just hit relax. We have a new soundtrack. Sounds kind of like I'm about to get a massage, right? My temperature has gone up to 74 with a low fan. My seat heater is now on low. So this is winding me down at the end of a long day. No, that's silly. And there's also, so on top of that, you go into the menu and there's a car, like I can go into an experience mode. So these don't change the climate control, but these change the vibe. So the mood lighting, the shades, right? So if I want to go to, and also the powertrain. So expressive is like angry sport mode. Well-being is chill out, cruise on the highway.
Is expressive is that picture of Stelvio Pass?
It could be Stelvio Pass. It looks like a possible Stelvio Pass. And then executive optimizes the ambience for someone in the back seat. In fact, this would be like a really good chauffeur car, because you can do a bunch of stuff from the back. You can control everything from the back. The rear seats, the captain's chairs, with the exception of massage, are the same chairs. It's 4 identical chairs. It's not like in that Durango, yeah, it had captain's chairs, but they were like the same chairs you get in the Stow and Go in the Grand Caravan, right? It's not really the same thing. Oh, my heated steering wheel has also come on for my relax mode. But in this, the captain's chairs are the same chairs as this, so that's good. So I need to go. I'm almost feeling too tired to make this video, so we need to go. I need to get my caring car needs to wake me back up with some vitality. Car, vitalize me. Temps getting cold again. Fan pulsing. Can you get close on the fan? I don't know if you can see the fan pulsing, but the pulsing fan is hilarious. And the music is going. Like, look, I'm ready to make this video now. Cool, right? And we're back here now. This thing goes. So, here's my confession. I would much rather have this than a 7 Series. Any 7 Series. I really would. Because in the back, it's much more spacious than a 7 Series, unless you want to extend the wheelbase, and I don't like extended wheelbase sedans. In the front, you've got great visibility, and it's actually pretty fun to drive. I've really enjoyed driving this thing for the week I've had it. It goes back tomorrow, but this has been a fun week. This thing rips. I'm really impressed at how fast it is. I mean, it's $150,000, so like, okay, yeah, it should be fast, but like, It feels like it makes better use of its power than, say, the Hellcat Durango. And the handling is very good. Rear steer befits this car really, really well. Oh, we've gotten to the snow. We now have snow in the turnouts. Ha ha! Well, I should wait for my people. They're coming up behind me. I'm super impressed with the Alpina XB7. I'm not kidding at all. I think it's, for its size and weight and functionality, of which there's a lot, right? It is a highly, highly functional vehicle, highly luxurious. It really feels expensive and premium. The materials are really nice. The refinement is very good. The different modes give it really distinct character traits, from the suspension and the powertrain, and even in your Sport Plus modes. Oh, well, that's not where I want to be. I want to be here. Even in your Sport Plus modes, it's still really not too stiff. And I just came up that canyon at what I would consider to be a pretty decent pace, and I had the suspension in comfort mode. So it's not like you need to leave it in Sport Plus to get that handling that you're looking for or anything like that. What a lovely thing. I mean, yeah, it's expensive. 156K is tested, and yes, the front teeth are no bueno. But once you're inside it, road tripping, hanging out, lounging, commuting, what a fabulous machine. Well worth the money, honestly. You get a lot for your money with this thing. Now, could you get a lot of that same thing with the 50? Maybe you could. Maybe I'll have a go in that one day. But I like the power. I like the speed. I like the handling. It's all there. So thank you to BMW for letting me have a go in this week. Thanks to you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
And remember, always fight your tickets. Use code TST10 on the Off the Record app, available in the Android and iOS store, or go to offtherecord.com/TST.